Have you ever bought something you didn't need? Agreed to something you didn't want? Or trusted someone you had just met? You probably thought it was your decision. But what if it wasn't? Every single day, people influence your thoughts, emotions, and choices without you even noticing. Some use these techniques to sell products. Others use them to gain trust, win arguments, or persuade people. Today, you'll discover 7 psychological tricks that influence millions of people every day. And trust me. Number 7 is the one almost everyone falls for. Trick 1: Reciprocity. Imagine someone gives you a free sample or an unexpected compliment. Suddenly, you feel a tiny urge to return the favor. That's called reciprocity. Our brains naturally dislike feeling indebted, which is why free offers can be surprisingly persuasive. Trick 2: Social proof. Would you rather eat at an empty restaurant? Or one with a long line outside? Most people choose the crowded one. Why? Because our brains often assume that if many people are doing something, it must be the right choice. That's why reviews, likes, and viral trends are so powerful. Trick 3: Authority bias. Imagine 2 people giving the exact same advice. One is wearing a lab coat. The other is wearing a t-shirt. Without realizing it, many people trust the first person more. Our brains are wired to give extra weight to people who appear knowledgeable or authoritative, even when appearances don't guarantee expertise. Trick 4: Scarcity. Only 2 left. Offer ends tonight. Sound familiar? When something feels limited, it instantly seems more valuable. Scarcity creates urgency, and urgency often leads people to decide before they've had time to think carefully. Trick 5: Small yes, big yes. Suppose someone asks, "Can I ask you one quick question?" You say yes. A few minutes later, they're asking for something much bigger. Agreeing to a small request can make us more likely to agree to a larger one afterward. Trick 6: Emotional framing. Imagine hearing these 2 statements. This treatment has a 90% success rate. Or, this treatment has a 10% failure rate. The facts are identical. But the wording changes how many people feel about the decision. The way information is framed can strongly influence our judgment. Trick 7: Commitment and consistency. Here's the most powerful one. Once people publicly commit to an idea, they often keep defending it, even when new evidence suggests they should reconsider. Not because they're stubborn, but because our brains like to stay consistent with what we've already said or done. The truth is, manipulation isn't always malicious. These same psychological principles are used in advertising, leadership, education, and everyday conversations. The best defense isn't to distrust everyone, it's simply to recognize when your choices are being influenced. Because once you notice the game, it's much harder to be played.